Man, I was dropping so much truth. Oh man. Oh, this is funny. This is funny right here, man. Damn, what the fuck is wrong with this car? Yeah, man, I was being so honest that StreamYard cut the stream early, man. You know, StreamYard cut the stream early, man. I was going too deep, man. Going too deep into the stream to was going too deep, man. I was getting so honest and so truthful that StreamYard cut it down. StreamYard said we got they shut down the stream. I never had this happen to me where StreamYard just shut off the stream, man. You know, it shut off the stream. That's how honest and truthful it was getting. It was getting too truthful, too honest for even StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? StreamYard had to shut it down. You know, but you know, like I was saying, man. StreamYard shut down the first stream. I don't know what happened. StreamYard just shut it down. But basically, like I was saying, man, with what's happening right now with the war and everything like that. In all honesty, if you look at it from a perspective of, think about it, none of us were alive to see the Crusades. None of us were alive to see the Crusades, and what a lot of these religious-run countries don't get is that they were lucky we were not alive to see the Crusades. They were lucky that we were not alive to see the Crusades because we would have seen just how vicious and how violent religion-run countries can be. You know what I'm saying? Because with this current war going on, there's really no excuses for it happening. All the technology is there, like I was saying on the previous stream. You know, what is that? Nobody honored but me and God. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, like I was saying on the previous stream, man, I was talking about everything, the conditioning, and like I was saying, gig. Gig is basically God is grift. You know, and pig is basically politics is grift. You know, and nig is nationalism is grift, because anybody watching this war right now, they can tell you, what does this war got to do with God? You know what I mean? How can they sell you that we're doing this in God's honor or anything that has to do with religion? When we all went to church, we were praying and hoping for goodness, sake, and all that, you know? So this becomes a grift. It exposes that, you know, religion is a grift. You know, that's what this does. And if I was looking at this from a perspective, now, we all watch sports. I don't know, maybe you watch football, maybe you watch basketball, you know, we all watch a sport, you know. So now let's look at this war that's going on. Let's look at religion as basically a league. Let's look at religion as a league, like a sports league. How does this help the PR for religion? You know, How does this help the PR for religion? You know, it makes all religions basically look horrific because there are religious leaders in power. I mean, we got Christian politicians, we got Muslim politicians, we got all religious politicians, you know. And what this does, this entire war, it just makes religion as a whole look horrific. You know what I'm saying? I thought the goal of religion was to go to heaven, peace, and all that stuff. And then you look at it, you look around, and you see that this was all conditioning. You know, it was conditioning for you to not question anything. You know, yeah, I'm back, man. I don't know what happened. StreamYard just shut off the stream. But like I was saying, man, this war basically for religion, for all religions, it basically makes it look like, yep, religion is nothing more than a power move. You know, it's a power move. It's a power play. You condition the people. You know what I'm saying? It's reverse psychology. You know, in the words of Bugs Bunny, rabbit season. You know what I'm saying? The words of Bugs Bunny, rabbit season, duck season. You know, they've conditioned people to believe that we are made in God's image. You know, we're made in God's image because that's what a God would do. I mean, we know we can speak on behalf of God's, right? You know, like I was saying, if you pick up an ant, pick up an ant and ask that ant about you. You know, ask that ant in your hand, hey, ant, tell me all about human history because, I mean, you know, yes, you're a lower life form, but you should be able to tell me all about human history. You know, the thing a lot of people need to understand when it comes to religions in general is that, yes, I'd say the purest form of religion is when a religion is run with the perspective that there's a higher life form. You know what I'm saying? There's a higher life form than us. And, we just want to be the best, most positive versions of humans as we can be. So if this higher life form were to come among us and be within our presence, there's a chance that it would respect us. That is the purest form of religion. You know what I'm saying? But when you have religions telling you stories and speaking on behalf of these gods and beings that are far beyond our understanding, it becomes a grift. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a grift. Because how could you, a lower life form, tell the tale of a god? You know what I'm saying? How can you tell the story of a god? You know what I'm saying? How can you tell the birth of that god, what that god thinks about their origin, their story? How can you tell it? You know what I'm saying? You don't qualify. You know what I'm saying? You're not on that God's level or even able to comprehend anything, you know? Because to me, if you can hold an ant and an ant can't tell you about human history, then how can we tell anyone about a God's history? You know? How can we tell anyone about a God's history? Unless we're playing pretend. You know, if we're playing pretend and just telling tall tales, telling stories, yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we're telling fiction, yeah. We're telling fiction and stories, yeah, we can speak on behalf of a God because we're telling stories. We're telling fictional stories, of course, you know? And what this war is basically doing, man, it's putting the nail on religion. the longer this war goes on, the bloodier it becomes, the more the nail on religion becomes, because who wants to associate with it, man? We're literally having the remake of the Crusades. That's what we're witnessing right now. It's the Crusades. You're watching nothing more than bloodshed, you know, over some invisible person they said they saw and they spoke of. You know what I mean? That's what we're having right now. The Crusades in 4K. You know, 20 years from now, you'll be able to say, yeah, I saw the Crusades, man. I saw the Crusades in 4K, 8K. You know, I saw the Crusades in HDR. You know what I'm saying? High definition. I saw it. You know, this is why I'm telling people, man, ghosting is the only option, man. You're either a full-time ghost or you're a full-time fool. That's what it's become, man. That's what it's become. You're either a full-time ghost or you're a full-time fool. That's what it is. All, yo, you said in pay-per-view. Yeah, I saw the Crusades in pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? High definition. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's become, man. You know what I mean? Oh, Michael, what's up? What's good? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's become, man. You're either a full-time ghost or you're a full-time fool. Because, I mean, what has it done? When you were a full-time nationalist during 9/11, look what happened. Bush led towards the recession. You know what I'm saying? When you were full-time politics with Obama, it led to another, it led to where we are with COVID-19, another recession. When has it worked? If you look at history, when has full-time participation worked out? It hasn't, because we have not had a society that is a solution-first society. We don't have that, you know? Solution-based, solution-first, we haven't had that, man. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had that. All we've had is conditioning. That's the society you live in. You live in a condition-first society. What are they conditioning you for? Nationalism? You know what I'm saying? Religion? What are you being conditioned for? It damn sure ain't about solutions. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about solutions. You're being conditioned. You're being conditioned for politics, religion, nationalism. You know what I'm saying? Tradition. When were you conditioned for a solution-first society? The only time society is ever honest is when they're doing math. You know, when they're doing math, well, 5 plus 5 is 10. You know what I'm saying? We can all agree that 5 plus 5 is 10. We can all agree on that. You know what I'm saying? The whole world can agree that 5 plus 5 is 10. That's about solutions. That's solutions, man. There's no opinion when it comes to math. But when you live in a society, you know what I'm saying, that's all about the conditioning, it ain't about no damn solutions, man. Ain't about no damn solutions. You know what I'm saying? We're in the year 2023. You got to think about this. Think about this. You're in the year 2023. We got satellites everywhere. We got cameras everywhere. We can literally look at a country live on Google Maps. Yet, the first choice is war. The first choice is war right in front of everybody, man. Right in front of the entire world. The first choice is war. You know what I'm saying? All this technology, and the first option is war. You know what I'm saying? The first option is war. You know, all this tech, and the first option is war. You know what I mean? What does that tell you about your society, man? You know what I'm saying? What does that tell you about opening your mind? You know what I'm saying? Opening your mind and being a part of the system. They always want to remind you, well, we humans are social creatures. You know what I'm saying? We're social creatures. You know what I mean? You could never live without socializing. You could never live without being a part of the group. You know what I'm saying? We humans are social creatures. You know what I mean? How dare you want to think for yourself? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're not an individual if you're not a part of the group. You know what I'm saying? You're only an individual if you placate to the group. That's when you're an individual. You know what I'm saying? How dare you think you're an individual wanting to think for yourself and not compromising your identity? You know what I'm saying? Don't you know you'll be alone? You'll be lonely. You want to be alone? How dare you? How dare you? You know what I'm saying? One thing they never tell you about socializing, we as human beings want to socialize on our terms. That's one thing they never tell you. They always say, well, we're social. Yeah, on our terms, man. You know what I'm saying? On our terms, bro. On my terms, we'll socialize, man. You know what I mean? It's got nothing to do with you. You don't wake up every day like, oh my God, I'm alone. God forbid I don't socialize with somebody within the next 5 to 2, an hour, 3 days, 20 days. God forbid I don't socialize with somebody, man. Oh man, I'm itching. I'm scratching myself if I don't socialize with somebody. You know what I mean? That's where the conditioning has gone on, man. They've conditioned you to placate to their entire ideals and their initiative. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what is that? What is that dog? God damn, man. You know what I mean? God forbid you don't want to socialize. What's wrong with you? You don't want to socialize? Are you sick in the head? Are you mentally ill? Because you know, only a mentally ill person would not want to socialize. Come on, guy, sir, ma'am, come socialize. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the training, man. They always train you. We must socialize. It's funny how they always say, you know, we all got to socialize and love each other, but once it's time to go to war, you know what I'm saying? Once it's time to enact violence, oh, we don't need to socialize. We don't need to be a part of a group no more. Now all of a sudden that whole group stuff is gone. You know what I'm saying? All that group narrative, it's gone. You know, we don't need to be a group anymore. We don't need to. We don't need to talk and be with each other no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that anymore. You know, we only need to socialize when it benefits the message and it benefits the ideals and the goals, man. That's when we need to socialize. You know what I'm saying? You know, they've trained everybody. Oh man, yo, Spec, what's good, man? What's up, bro? And you know, the streams be acting up because you know something's wrong with StreamYard where it changes the category. Like right now, I'm on entertainment. I shouldn't even be on entertainment. But the thing is this, man, they've trained everyone. This is why I'm saying, man, you have no choice, man. We are heading to the age. We are in the age of the ghost, man. You're either ghosting or you're either ghosting or you're just a slave to the message, man. You're a slave to the goals and the ideal. You know what I'm saying? Because what changes? A lot of people will still be nationalistic, and a lot of people thinking, well, what you're saying, hold the truth hostage. You're not nationalistic. You don't want the betterment of the country. Yes, you do. A person who truly wants the country to be better will speak up on its flaws and its problems. You know what I'm saying? That's a person who wants the country to be better. You know what I mean? The person that just sits back and swallows whatever's going on with the country because, hey, man, I got to be a part of something. I got to be a part of the goal and the nation and the movements and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. I got to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not a part of it, you know, I'm missing out. Fuck. You know what I mean? I'm missing out, man. I'm not a part. I'm not a part of the country and the culture. I'm missing out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing out. And God forbid I miss out. I miss out on belonging. I want to belong. You know what I'm saying? Let me go on that Disney music. I want to belong. I want to be a part of it. I cannot stay a moment without socializing. I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of everything. For I would die if I was an individual. I want to be a part of it. I'm saying I'm ending up singing that song, New York. I want to be a part of it. I dream of belonging. I dream of belonging to everyone but myself. Don't you want to belong? Don't you want to be a part of it? Don't you want to be a part of the group? Why be an individual when that's to be alone? Yes. You know what I mean? It's how it works, man. And what's happening right now, man, we're literally witnessing the end. You know, this is literally the damn, I forgot the word. This is the Crusades 2.0. We're literally witnessing the Crusades with our own eyes. You know, and what's gonna happen is the next generation, because a lot of people have nostalgic and they have what they got selective memory. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have selective memory. Well, the war's gonna end and we're all gonna go back to being the same. No, we not. The war that happened in 9/11 ain't the same technology. It ain't the same culture that we have now. You know what I'm saying? You got kids 10 years old watching this, man. Their whole minds being warped. You know what I'm saying? Just watching this. They're dropping Call of Duty and saying, damn, I thought Call of Duty was violent, but real life is far more violent. They're watching all of this. Well, what's going to be the excuse? Oh, a couple terrorists came. Okay, dude, you act like you're a neighbor. You act like you're a regular person. You're an entire country. Use your damn resources and investigate. Like me and you could hire a private investigator if our girlfriend cheated on us. We can hire a private investigator if somebody attacked our home. And you're telling me an entire nation can't investigate? Come on, man. People aren't stupid, man. People have watched enough Law and Order. Law and Order. Come on, man. So a lot of these kids are watching, man. They're watching and they're saying, damn. So you're telling me, like, think about it. Think about if you're a religious person. You're like, man, none of this would happen if the entire country was led by my religion. You know what I'm saying? Now you look at it, you're like, okay, America went to war. America's a predominantly Christian country. It went to war during 9/11. You know what I'm saying? Now you're watching the war between Israel and Palestine. You know what I'm saying? You're watching a war. And then you're watching all the countries react. All these countries that have, all of a sudden, they don't have Google Maps. All of a sudden, they don't have embassies. They don't have any way to investigate or figure out what's going on, who's funding it. Oh, we want war, so let's go to war. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about this war, I was talking to one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Palestine. Yeah, I was talking to one of my homies, and one of the crazy things about this is that, okay, you're gonna go to war, but we live in a globalist country. This isn't the 1800s where you're like, oh man, I'm in let's say I'm in Iran in 1800s, man. I don't know any other country besides that. So where am I gonna go? So and the thing is, some people blend in, look the same or whatever, same ethnicity. So even if this war was a cleanse, let's say if it was a cleanse war, if it was all about cleansing a group of people, if it was, how are you going to cleanse a group of people when people are intermixed anyway? You know what I'm saying? People are intermixed anyway. So what you're having is, man, this will only breed people, a group of people, because look at what happened to us. Like a lot of people don't understand why do we have the hipsters? Why do we have the hipsters? A lot of people ask. Oh man, they're just some weirdos, and they're just some weirdos. The hipsters are all weird. They're all about collecting the past. You want to know what's different about the hipsters? The hipsters, what they signal is that they believe in the past. They do not believe in the present. That's what the hipsters represented. The hipsters were like, yo, we saw the war in Iraq. We thought, you know what I mean? A lot of the older generation, the boomers that were hippies were like, okay, after the war in Vietnam, we're not going to have another stupid war, right? We're not going to have another stupid war after Vietnam, right? We going to learn from the past, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to learn from it. We're not going to have another war in Vietnam. Then the boomers were like, oh, shit, man, we got the war in Iraq, man. War in Iraq is literally just the Vietnam War, but in the desert. You know what I'm saying? We got the Vietnam War in the desert now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people became hipsters. People that are more focused on looking for value in the past. Because when they look at the present, they're like, yo, there ain't shit going on in the present, man. Well, we going to find out another way to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find another way to go to war. You know what I mean? What is in the present? At least with the past, you can control your interaction with it. You can't control your interaction with the present. You know what I mean? I mean the future. I mean looking towards the future. So you invest in the past. So you got a whole generation of people that have chosen to be hipsters. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather be hipsters, man. They'd rather find hope in the past than in the present. What does that say about our society? You know what I mean? What does that say about our society when you have whole generations of people saying, yo, I'd rather invest in the past, man. I'd rather be a hipster, man. I'd rather look for the good of the past. Because, the present and the future ain't about shit, man. It ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We just gonna find another way to go to war, another way to kill each other. Because that's what we are. You know what I mean? That's what we are, man. So a lot of people became hipsters. Now you got a lot of people now, and there's been a whole group of people joking at the hipsters. Look at these hipsters, man. They're like hippies, but they're different. They're just bums and they're not going anywhere. Then where the hell are you going? Where are you going, man? You know what I'm saying? Look at your President Biden, man. Look what happened under Biden. We're gonna start the cyber bully force. We're gonna start the cyber bully force. Oh, JP, what's good, man? What's good, bro? We're gonna fall for the cyber bully force. We're gonna force we're gonna start a group. Think about this. Joe Biden said we're gonna start a police group for cyberbullying when racism hasn't ended yet. You know, when respect for your fellow citizen hasn't happened yet, when there isn't justice between authority and citizens. Well, none of that matters. Who cares about that? That's old news. We're going to start the cyber force. We're going to look for cyber bullies. We're going to look for people using bad words, because that's what the American people want. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at a hippie. I mean, you look at a hipster, and the hipster's like, dude, remember what was cool about the 80s? I'm collecting cassettes, man. I'm collecting old televisions, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything the hipsters doing, they're investing in the positive and the controlled aspect of the past that can't hurt them. You know what I'm saying? A hipster, in truth, is a condition of a person that believes that the present and the future will hurt them. The safest thing they can do is invest in the past. What does that tell you about your society? What does that tell you about your society when you have a whole generation of people saying, yo, I'm looking towards the 90s. I'm looking towards the 2000s. I'm looking towards the 80s, the 60s, the 40s. I'm looking towards the past. Because I know the present is chasing the future, and the future ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? The future ain't about shit. Well, we gonna get better phones? We're gonna get better phones so we can watch people being tortured and being unalived in clarity, in higher clarity. Right? Higher frame rates. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to watch our self-destruction with more clarity. That's what the hipster represents. The hipster represents a person that has looked forward and said, shit, there's nothing but a fire. There's nothing but fire, destruction, looking forward. You got to find peace in the past. Think about that. You got to find peace in the past, because the present ain't about peace, man. You got a whole generation looking at it that way. Man, remember when PlayStation, I'm going to collect PlayStation games. I'm going to collect PlayStation 1. I'm going to collect old Nintendo cartridges. I'm going to collect old VHS, old DVDs, old posters, because at least with the past, I have a piece of knowing what happened in the present. So the past can't hurt me. You got a whole generation of people turning to nostalgia. Like the homie Black Circle said, man, nostalgia is great. It's a great cope, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about that cope in the past is nostalgia is that at least investing in nostalgia, you're not denying and coping in the present. Like we got a whole bunch of men online trying to bring the past in the present. At least the nostalgic people are like, yo, that past is in that past, man. You can't bring it back. You can't bring back the 1950s. You can't bring back the 1960s. You can only enjoy what happened back then. You can't bring that time period back to now. So what this does is it makes the hipster more logical than the majority of these so-called red pillars, these so-called high-value men telling you we got to bring the past back. The hipsters like, dude, let's enjoy the past for what the fuck it was, the past. You know what I'm saying? Let's not try to bring the past in the future. It dilutes it. It damages, it destroys it, and it makes you look insane. Only an insane person would try to bring back the past. We got a whole group of men. We got men with channels with over 400,000 subs, over 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Over 1 million subs telling a whole generation we need to bring back the past. These people, you know, we're not going to call these people insane, but we're going to call the hipsters that are saying, hey, dude, I collect vinyl records from the 40s, man. I collect vinyls from the 40s, bro, and I prefer listening to vinyl. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy myself in vinyl because the past is comforting. Because you want to know something? I'm about to hurt you right now. This might hurt your mind. You want to know what's so crazy about it? The past is guaranteed. Let me repeat that, man, for people that didn't understand. The past is guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? You can make guarantees about the past. You can't make any guarantees in the present or the future. You can't. You know what I'm saying? If I brought you a Walkman and I said, yo, this is a Walkman, man, and this is what it does, and you're going to be like, holy shit, dude, that is what it does. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to update. Like right now, I got a phone. I got a OnePlus 7T, whatever the hell it is. It's now acting slow because guess what they did? You can't remove your battery. Everything's designed now to malfunction. But if I bought an old phone, if I bought an iPhone, the first iPhone from when it was released, guess what? I know what it's used for. I know it will remain as the iPhone 1. It will not get better. It will not, deteriorate. It is an iPhone 1. You can invest in the past. You know what I'm saying? You can invest in the past, but the present and the future, what can you invest in? You know what I'm saying? What can you invest in right now? You know what I'm saying? Unless it's yourself. I mean, if it's yourself, yeah. You can always invest in yourself. But companies right now, you're telling me you can invest in companies right now? Companies that are willing to literally destroy themselves for some ideals, propaganda, agenda. They make enough money. Look at Disney right now, man. Look at the homie, man. Black Circle, man. Let me read what the homie said, man. He said, you're having to update phones more regularly because they don't support the device or give it security updates. Yeah. The present is a trap, man. When I was little, man, what's crazy, I make comics and all that. My brother was good, man. Clown World was good, man. Think about when we were younger, man, when we were little kids, man. We were like, oh, man. We'd look at the adults and we would be like, look at them. They're bigger. They're stronger. They can travel. They can do things. Cool. You were like, think about it. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy right now, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What do you think will happen to the U.S. in the next 5 to 10 years? Well, I'm going to tell you this, man. In Clown World, my brother, man, Clown World, this is going to scare you, man. This is going to scare you, bro. After Conan 19, there is no future, man. There is no longer any timelines. The timelines no longer exist, man. Let me show you the homie Kalala made this for me, man. You know what I mean? Give me a minute. Let me check what the homie Kalala made for me, man. Shout out to the homie Kalala. You know what I mean? Yeah, check this out, man. If you're looking at the screen, look at this. Look at this, man. You know what I'm saying? Forget the image of Jesus. Jesus is gone, man. You know, I'm gonna lose a lot of subs, whatever. It don't matter to me. The image of Jesus is gone. This is the idol that we all worship right now. This is the idol. The image of somebody wearing a face mask and a needle. This is the idol we worship right now. This Jesus came back. Jesus came back with a face mask and a needle. You know what I'm saying? This is the image. I call it Conan 19, but this is the idol. If you're looking at this stream right now, tell me the future. Looking at this image of Conan 19, tell me the future you have. Tell me the next 5 to 10 years. Looking at this image, tell me, what does this tell you about the future? You know what I mean? What future do we have, man? You know what I'm saying? Tell me what this tells you about the future, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. The stream is live, man. Feel free, man. I'll read it. I'm gonna give the homies, you know what I mean? Y'all my peoples. I'm gonna give you like a good 2 minutes. Tell me our future, man. You know what I mean? People should know me by now. I'm not here to make fun of anybody or attack you. Tell me our future, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking at this image, tell me our future. See what the homie Conan 19, whatever the government agenda pushes and enslaves the civilians. Well, the homie Clown World brought it up, but what's gonna happen is people are I personally think you want to know something, man? I don't think we can look at the external future anymore. This is why I say full-time ghosting, and I know I'm always bringing that up, but this is why I tell you the only option now is ghosting, because there is no longer the option of trying to project the future of your nation anymore. The only future you can project now is your own. It's your own, man. That's it. You could tell yourself, all right, I got a job. Here's what I'm doing. Here's my resources. That's all you can do now. You know what I'm saying? The narrative of our country's future and all that, it's gone. We all sat back for the last, what was it when Conan 19 happened? It was 2020. I remember I caught Conan 19 around late December, and when the ball dropped, it hit me hard, But our whole country, think about it. Trump was president. Donald Trump put us all on lockdown, man. This is Donald Trump, a businessman. He put us on lockdown. I don't care what people say. Well, they advised Trump. Well, what you mean they advised Trump? Trump is a businessman, right? If Trump's a businessman, what's the first rule of business? The first rule of business is let me get a third opinion. Let me get an opinion outside of what you're selling me. Oh, Dr. Fauci? Dr. Fauci came up to Trump and said, well, Trump, we're going to, let me put my evil voice. Trump, President Trump, we're going to need to lock down the entire country. We're going to need to lock it all down, President Trump. We don't know how far it will mutate. President Trump. You know what I'm saying? I'm put that Venom sound effect. You don't want to be Trump. You don't want to be the president that allowed our country to decimate to the point where there's no future, President Trump. President Trump, sir, we're going to have to lock down the entire country. Jobs don't matter. Think about it, Mr. President. Think about it, sir. What if the virus spreads? What if the virus evolves? What if the virus goes from a tadpole to a kaiju? President Trump. Come on, man. We had a president, Trump, who's a businessman. He didn't get a second opinion, man. Come on, man. There is no longer a future looking outside, man. You don't look outside your window. You don't look outside of your window and say, oh, there's a future, man. You know what I'm saying? The country's going to change and, we're going to put somebody in office. We saw what happened. When Trump was in office, there was a lockdown. When Joe Biden was in office, there was mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So what type of politicians got you? Well, I'm more of a business politician. Well, I'm more of a conservative politician. Well, I'm a God-fearing politician. The thing is this, bro. Here's the thing, man. The way I look at it, you look out, you only now look outside, you only look on the outside to figure out where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's good, man? What's up? ADJ. I don't know. Somebody trolling me. I don't know. I ain't worried about that. The thing is, right now, man, you only look on the outside world to know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? I look at the outside world like crossing the street. That's what it's become now. It's crossing the street. You wouldn't cross the street without looking both ways. That's what society has become. You're crossing the street. That's it. You know what I mean? Oh, man, yeah, all that, brother, was good, man. Yeah, man. Oh, the homie Ultra Testosterone. Oh, man. It's been a while, man. It's been so long, I almost ain't recognize your name. Yeah, nah, we know, man. The closet is everywhere, but I ain't gonna venture too far from that. But the thing is, man, the outside world now is crossing the street. That's it. When you cross the street, there might be a car accident. It might be smooth sailing. Like, you don't even need to look both ways because no cars are coming. So you just cross the street. You gotta look at society like crossing the street. You know what I mean? That's what it's become. You're crossing the street. Hopefully no one's driving fast like a weirdo. You're gonna no DUI driving. That's what society has become, man. It's literally crossing the street. And what happens when you're crossing the street? Your main goal is to get yourself across the street safely. That's what society has become, man. Get across the street safely, man. That's it, bro. That's it. Let me see what the homie Gunter, what do you think about Fresh? Well, Fresh and Fit, man, they were just scam artists, man. They were scam artists and, in the closet. Fresh and Fit was literally propaganda. Myron Gaines wanted more access to straight men. Myron Gaines was all about, and allegedly, I think, whatever. Myron Gaines, as I thought, Fresh and Fit was literally designed to get him fresh meat. That's what it is, Fresh and Fit. You know what I'm saying? Put some meat, put some fresh and fit meat. That's what it was. Fresh and Fit was all about getting some fresh meat, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was about. Myron Gaines was seen in the bed with a lot of men. You know what I mean? Let me play this. I didn't want to play this because this stream was going to be different, but, it's always good to replay this. This is Myron Gaines right here, man. Let me show you Myron Gaines. Where's Myron Gaines?
I was talking to this guy on their team, smart guy. He's homosexual, and he was saying, because I was like, man, I've theorized that if you take the average net worth of a heterosexual guy versus the average net worth of a homosexual guy, guaranteed the net worth of a homosexual guy is higher. And he was like, no, that's actually true.
Why would that be?
Well, because they don't deal with women. So think about this. They can just get on Grindr.
But don't they? Okay. I don't understand.
Oh, see where I'm going here?
Yeah.
So they can just get on Grindr, get what the hell they need done, and then go right back to work, and then keep.
It's more transactional.
It's quicker, more transactional, and then also when two men deal with each other,
less effort.
It's less effort, and then they're splitting everything down the middle. And I thought to myself, damn, like that's crazy because homosexual dudes get way more sex than heterosexual guys, but they're still able to be productive. Why is that? So I thought that was like crazy because I've always theorized it, but then he confirmed it was like, no, they actually do. And if you think about it, you look at Miami, you look at Austin, Texas, you look at New York City, you look at San Fran, any of these cities that have like super high homosexual populations, they live in the affluent areas.
Oh man, this is Myron Gaines, man. This is the manosphere, man. This is why I'm telling guys, man. The whole narrative about the future and all that, it's gone. The thing is this: if you're not, you got to understand what that metaphor I told you, man. You're crossing the street. That's it. As much all the control you have. Let me ask you something. All the control. Let me ask some of the homies this, man. When you're crossing the street, what control do you have? Besides control of your own self, what do you have? Nothing. Nothing, bro. You don't have nothing else. This is the society we live in. How will you get across the street? That's what society has become. After Conan 19, your government was literally willing to watch you starve to death. You know what I'm saying? It gave us, what was that stimulus check? I saw the stimulus check. They gave us, what was it like? $1,200, man. $1,200 every 2 months. Every 2 months they gave you a stimulus check. Your government don't care if you starve or die. You know what I mean? You don't matter. It don't matter if you're a Democrat, a Republican, what's good, David? Oh, my homie, Gunner, what's good, man? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, man. Because think about it. We're in the year 2023, man. It's 2023 and you're still facing racial issues in the 60s. You're still facing issues. You can't be a father. You're in an anti-male society. Tell me what one politician that ever ran and said, I'm bringing families back. I'm fixing the country. None. All of them run with that same BS. I'm a family man. Okay, well, sir, if you're a family man, Mr. President, then why aren't you changing the marital laws? Why aren't you changing a divorce bill? They're not. Because guess what? You've been conditioned, man. You know what I'm saying? When I did the last stream, they closed it, but I created a new abbreviation. I call it PIG. If you didn't hear me, what is PIG? Politics is grifting. You know what I'm saying? Pigs is politics is grifting society. That's what you're in. It's all a grift. You know what I'm saying? How can we be in the year 2023 and we're still talking about racism? We're still talking about all that bullshit, man. Because you're in a pig society, man. Politics is grifting society. That's what you're in, man. Pigs. That's it, bro. You know what I mean? Pigs, man. There ain't no, what else is there? I saw Bush. I saw 8 years of Bush. You know what I'm saying? I saw 8 years of Obama. Let me tell you something. What was the difference? You know what I'm saying? From my vantage point, let's not get racial, from your vantage point whether you're middle class, lower class, or below class, what the hell was the difference between Obama and Bush? What was the difference? In fact, let's go to Trump. What was the difference? You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Biden. What was the difference? You know what I mean? What was the difference? Did we leave the pig society? Oh yeah, I mean Obama, Obama promoted the closet, but it wasn't 100% Obama. I remember there was a speech during Bush's presidency about the closet. We need to bring the closet further up in America, blah blah blah. Dude, it's nothing has changed, man. Because I said this on a previous stream. A lot of people don't get, the politics. There's, ask yourself, if you are a politician, how many people do you need to run to be a politician? Think about a small town. Think about it. Doesn't a small town still have a mayor? Still have a council? Doesn't a small town still have all that? You know what I'm saying? Politicians don't need a large population to politic. They don't need one, bro. Because small towns still has a mayor. There are towns with less than 200 people and they still got a damn mayor. They still got a mayor. They still got a secretary. They still got it. So what people don't get about politics, they're like, yo, the birth rate is dropping. You know what I mean? The birth rate, like right now, I saw a document on Italy. Their population is gone. Guess what hasn't changed in Italy? Italy still has their politicians. You know what I'm saying? Someone could be a politician with one person left in the town. Well, Scott, you're the only one in the town. I am your mayor. Oh, okay. I mean, you're the only person running for mayor. Okay. I mean, there's no one else in the town, so of course you could be my mayor. Of course you could be my mayor in this one-person town. Dude, politicians don't need that many people to be politicians. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Italy's done, man. Italy's population is at an all-time crash. After a while, I watched a video that Italy, and here's the thing, like, if you watch America, America's always telling us, this is how you know racism and strategy works. Like in America, I've always heard, the Japanese, they're gonna be done. The Japanese will be over. Their population, they're gonna end in 50 years. But Italy is literally collapsing further than Japan because they ain't go slacks. And I'm not trying to be racist or nothing. This got nothing to do with race. This got something to do with numbers. This has to do with numbers, man. A lot of people have been so conditioned. They think, well, if a black man's talking about white people, if an Asian man's talking about white people in America, he's being racial. No, I'm not. What is the majority of our population? If I brought you right now, let's say you're white. I brought you let's say I bring you to India. I bring you to India, right? You're white. Let's say I bring you to India. And you're saying, man, the Indian government is really on my ass, man. They're really fucking up my money. Are you being racist right there? Are you being racist by saying, all these Indian people in the government, they fucking shit up for me and my money, man? It's hard being a white man in India, man. They fucking up my money. Are you being racist? Or are you just telling the truth by the numbers? You know what I'm saying? That's how well they've conditioned people. They've conditioned you to think that talking based on numbers, based on metrics, is being racist and is being propaganda and agenda. No, it ain't, man. If I brought any homies right now, if I brought you to Haiti, man, I brought you to Haiti right now amongst nothing but Haitians, the mass majority of the people in the country are Haitian, and you said, yo, bro, I'm having problems with these Haitians, man. They keep fucking around with me. Would I say you're racist? I'd be like, nah, he ain't racist, man. He's in Haiti. The majority are Haitian people. He's got problems with the Haitian government and how they're treating him. How the fuck is he racist? This is how the country has become, man. They've conditioned. Forget the programming. I'm gonna take that word out of my talk. I want to be like Andrew Tate, grifting the fucking matrix. The programming, the programming. I'm Andrew Tate in the programming. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, you've been conditioned, man. Most people have been conditioned, and in the societies we live in, it's three societies. You're either in a pig society, political politics is grifting society, pigs. You're either in a NIGS society. NIGS is basically nationalistic. Nationalism is grifting society. Or you're in a, you know what I'm saying? Or you're in a, you know what I'm saying? Give me a minute. Fuck, my head is acting up a little. Yeah, my head is acting up a little. Pigs and politics. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or you're in a, rig society, religion is grifting society, religion is grifting, or you're in gigs, God is grifting society. Come on, man. It's all a joke, man. And right now we're living in the second crusade. We're literally watching the second crusade, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're watching. Oh, what's your diet? Oh, diet wise, man, I'm getting back, man. I did a diet that, it's a good diet. If you're struggling with low energy, this diet could help you out. I did a flourless diet. A flourless diet is basically you do not eat anything with the word flour in it. Anything with flour, you don't eat it. You could still eat potatoes, you could still eat all that, but you know what I'm saying? You don't eat anything else, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? You just avoid the flour. And I'm telling you, I got some energy after that, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, bro, man. We're in a different society, man. You know, after Conan 19, man, there is, the future. The future, I'm gonna tell you, man. The future is now just, what if your water was just dirt? You know, what if your water was nothing but dirt, man? This is the future now. It's still water. It's murky. What if the water was nothing but murky, man? Oh, of course, man, we got to eat our meat. They're trying to turn everybody to a vegan. They want you to deny that we're omnivores. We eat meat and plants. That's our diet. But we're in an anti-natural society anyway. You know what I'm saying? They want you to run away from your natural behaviors. We should all eat flowers and plants. And then you see a vegan fall out and just pass out and die on the street because he's deficient on vitamins and his immune system is compromised. Because all he did was eat some goddamn salad. You know what I mean? But it's over, man. It's not over for us, but the way I look at it is, man, I couldn't tell you the future, man. Any man telling me the future, invest in real estate. Okay, all right. You're telling me to invest in real estate, but let me ask you something, real estate investor. What do I do if Conan 19-2 comes out? How do I invest in real estate when we have a national lockout? The whole country's closed. What do we do then? How do I make my money in real estate? You know? How do I make my money in real estate when we got Conan 19, the sequel? You know what I'm saying? You thought Conan 19-1 was awesome and amazing. We are proud to bring you Conan 19-2, the sequel. More action gripping lockdowns like never before. You thought you'd seen it all. Imagine a world where you can't leave or open your windows at all. Imagine a world where we put a mask around your home. Conan 19-2, rated R. Come on, man. Come the fuck on, man. You know what I'm saying? And some people say, oh, what you just said was stupid. Is it true what I said was stupid? You know what I'm saying? It happened in Australia. In Australia, I heard they're covering houses with a mask. They put a fucking mask on a house. They wrap the houses with some type of plastic or something like that. They wrap the houses with, you know? So you're telling me this trailer I just told you, Conan 19-2, the sequel. This time they're putting, you can't drive your car without a mask on the fucking window. You can't drive your car without a mask on the window. You know what I mean? Well, what about that? You know? What's it? I heard in China they're locking people in the damn house. You know? So to me, man, a lot of people need to realize, man, we're at the point where the hipsters, think about it. You know, growing up, man, I'm a millennial, man. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a millennial. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Man, I almost broke my door. Yeah. You know, growing up, man, you know, I'm a millennial, bro. I'm not ashamed to say it, you know. You still see people with masks, yeah. But you know, growing up as a millennial, man, I thought the future was gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? I thought we'd at least have hover cars, you know, hover cars. But then we saw the hoverboard, and we saw what it was, man. They sold us a hoverboard. They literally told us, this is how you know shit is fucked up, man. They told us that's a hoverboard and it's still on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's still on the ground. I remember when I saw the first hoverboard and I was like, that's just a damn scooter. You know what I mean? You know what the mall cops used to ride? I saw the hoverboard. They're like, this is a hoverboard. I'm like, how the hell is this hover? It's touching the ground. You know what I'm saying? The wheels are touching the ground. That's how you know the future ain't promised, man. You know what I mean? They sold a lot of people hoverboards. Oh, dude, I got a hoverboard. No, you dumb fuck. You got a horizontal, like the hoverboards, they're nothing more than a horizontal skateboard. That's what it is. It's a horizontal skateboard. Oh, an electric horizontal skateboard. Instead of the wheels being aligned vertically, it's horizontal. That's what the hell a hoverboard is. And you got idiots, dude, join the future. I got a hoverboard. No, you dumb bastard. That's a goddamn, that shit's still touching the ground. How the hell is that a hoverboard? You know what I'm saying? How is that a hoverboard? That's how low our society has become, man. And think about the hoverboards. It was all over the internet. It was all over the world. We didn't get the Marty McFly hoverboard. No, from Back to the Future. We got the Family Dollar hoverboard. Yeah, you know, it touches the ground, but you won't touch the ground, so it's hover. So you're telling me if I skateboard, I'm on a hoverboard because I don't touch the ground? Is that what you're telling me? That a skateboard is a hoverboard? You know what I'm saying? That's what told you the society we're in, man. You know? And with what's happening with this war, you know what I'm saying? And the whole country's watching, it just proves that technology doesn't matter, man. Technology doesn't matter. You know what I mean? When we want to kill each other, we're gonna kill each other. That's how it is, man. We've been killing each other since the Stone Age. We've been killing each other since before we had fire. You know what I'm saying? Since before we had fire, we were killing each other. So now we got Google Maps, which can show you a live video of what's happening. We still killing each other. You know what I mean? We're still killing each other. That's what it is, man. A lot of people don't get us. You know, we watch all these videos that's telling us we humans are this and that. Dude, we are, if you look at comparing us to all the species on this planet, we're the only ones that are anti this planet. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, it's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift and a curse. You know? Let's think about it. A chimpanzee is in the jungle. The chimpanzee is just enjoying itself, you know? It's just enjoying itself, and it's trying to get more territory. But we're the only species on this planet that says, you know what? There's something better than this planet, and maybe that thinking, it's gotten us all this technology, but maybe that's why we're so hostile to this planet, you know? Like all the other animals, a chimp never woke up and was like, damn, dude, maybe there's another planet. Like, there's never been a chimp climbing up a tree looking up like, holy, maybe there's other planets besides the jungle in Africa. You know? There's never been another primate that looked up to the stars and said, holy shit, man, maybe there's something else. I think our curse is that we can actually think of something better. And in thinking of something better, we're willing to sacrifice the world we live in. We're willing to damn near destroy it. You know what I'm saying? It's really a race. Do we destroy the earth first, or do we find a way to better it or find a better place? It's a race. So far, it's what I mean. So far where we're at, I don't know. You know, some of the stuff is getting better, but if you look at us as a race of humans, you know what I'm saying, as mankind, you look at us as mankind. I think the gift and the curse of us, our imagination, is that, yeah, we could think of a better place than this world. And in being able to think of a better place than this world, what does this current world mean to us? It devalues it. It devalues it. As soon as you look up to the stars and like, oh man, there's 100 billion planets. There's got to be a planet better than the Earth. As soon as you said there's a planet better than the Earth, you basically devalued the Earth. So being on this Earth now, you're like, oh, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn if we bomb the Earth to hell? Who cares? There's a better world than the Earth. Instead, it's kind of like you see a better job and you're willing to just abandon your current job before you even get hired or get a new job. You're not even sure. You're willing to destroy your whole reputation on your current job, man. You know, that's what the earth is, man. As soon as I said this, I've been saying this for over 5 years, over 15 years, man. As soon as we thought about heaven, this world was doomed. As soon as we said heaven is better, it's over, man. I don't know why the light ain't open, you know. But like I said, man, we don't we don't I mean, well, I mean, this is the thing. Toxicity is a part of who we are, man. It's not the narrative they look at it, but man, it's what we are. We as mankind, we got a goal. You know what I'm saying? We have a goal, right or wrong, you got your goal. A lot of men, I said this on a previous stream, a lot of men don't get that your greatness in being a man is being expendable. You know, we are expendable to our goals. We will die for a goal. You know what I mean? We won't even get nothing. You know what I'm saying? You won't even get nothing for it. You want to be the greatest at this and that, even if it kills you. You know what I mean? That's part of what makes us a man. But like I was saying, I'm about to wrap this stream up, but I'll say this, man. With the current war going on, all the Gen Alphas and the Zoomers are watching, you know, and the Gen Alphas and the Zoomers, they are more exposed than we were. You know what I'm saying? They can watch this on YouTube, Discord. They're watching the war as we speak. And it's literally altering their minds completely. They're witnessing the second crusade. You know what I mean? They're watching a crusade right in front of them. They're watching what technology is for. In all honesty, I think a lot more hipsters and a lot more people will walk away from society. Mentally, a lot of people will step away. A lot of people will basically start saying, what's the point? You know, you know what I mean? What's the point of being proud to be part of my nationalism? What's the point of being proud of my nation? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of being proud of my religion? What's the point in being proud of my politicians? You know what I'm saying? The culture and all that. A lot of younger generations will be stepping away, man. You know, what's gonna be left, you look at let me bring back something. Remember the Colin Kaepernick, when Colin Kaepernick took a knee. When Colin Kaepernick took a knee. Now, a lot of people saw when Colin Kaepernick took a knee as a very disrespectful, very anti-American thing. Now, a lot of people saw that. But that's what happens when when your mind is conditioned to be a nig. A nig is a national, you've been nationalism is grifting, you know? Nationalism is grifting. So when you look at Colin Kaepernick taking the knee, I've talked to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, some people told, oh, that's unpatriotic, that's un-American. Right. So Colin Kaepernick taking a knee is un-American, but your news station saying, and your nation saying that someone born here, they won't refer to them as Americans unless they're in the Olympics or they're soldiers. I mean, that's not un-American. It's not un-American that for you to be called an American if you're Asian, if you're Black, Indian, is you got to die. You got to die as a soldier or be in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? That's not un-American. But a guy taking a knee, that's un-American. That's the highest level of disrespect to the Americans. It isn't when a Vietnam vet comes back to his nation after war and his country's got nothing for him. I mean, that's not disrespectful at all. It's not disrespectful that a man fought for his country, comes back, is dealing with some psychological trauma, some mental issues or whatnot, and the government basically says, "Nah, fuck you, man." That's not un-American. That's not un-American at all. You know what I'm saying? But you've been trained. A lot of people want to claim they're individuals. No, man. The mass majority of people are sheeple. You know what I'm saying? Not even sheep. Nah, not sheep. The mass majority of people are puppets, man. You're puppets. You've been conditioned. A lot of people say, well, the politician is a puppet, but you voted for the fucking politician. So who's the puppet? You know what I'm saying? How can the puppet call another, you know what I mean? Who's the puppet? Who's the puppet in that, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, cattle. Yeah, cattle. Correct, brother. Cattle. That's what it is. Citizen. Now you remind me of a metaphor I used to say, citizen and cattle. There's no difference between a citizen and a cattle. Because guess what? They push a cow and tell a cow what to eat, what's good for them, what's not good. That's what you are. But, there's a little difference. But you voted for the politician. You're going to say, well, he's just another puppet. but you voted for the puppet. You know what I'm saying? What is the difference? Think about it. The politicians elected a politician, then you voted for that politician. It's an endless loop of the circle jerk. The circle jerk of life. And it moves us all. That Lion King song. The circle jerking of life. You know what I'm saying? And a politician, lifts you up and all that. You know what I mean? And send the cattle to die. Yeah. I mean, the thing is this, man. Some people, it's part of life, whatever. But the thing is this, man. Once you realize the three types of societies you're in, because what we're watching right now, we've seen it all before. We've seen what Hitler did, but if you look at what's happening now compared to Hitler, and you're like, damn, man, Hitler did his stuff in the dark. You know what I mean? Hitler was, oh, what's good, bro? What's up, man? You know what I mean? Hitler, yeah, SP Revelations was good, man. You know what I mean? Hitler did his stuff in the dark, man. Hitler did propaganda, agenda, whatever. Hitler did spins. Now, we don't got time for that, man. Obama's just gonna, you know what? Oh, there's a wedding happening. Just drop a bomb on them. You know what I'm saying? They keep reminding, oh, Hitler was the worst. Stalin and all of them, they were the worst. I don't remember Hitler dropping a bomb on his own people. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember Stalin dropping a bomb on whatever. I don't remember his country like that. I think Poland. Was Stalin Polish? My memory is kind of blurred. You know? You know what I mean? Oh, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is, brother. All good, man. So you look at what's going on now. And the way you could tell the politicians now are worse and the war crimes are worse is they always got to remind us, oh, Hitler was worse. Stalin was worse. You know what I'm saying? They always got to tell us they were worse. How? How could Hitler be worse if he didn't have the weapons we got now? You know what I'm saying? Hitler didn't have the weapons we had now. Stalin didn't have the weapons we had now. That African dictator didn't have the weapons we have now. You know what I'm saying? They're literally dropping bombs and killing people in 4K. You know what I'm saying? When Hitler did his crimes, what was that? 280p or something? Was there even a television? You know what I'm saying? Was there even a television to cover or see what was going on? Was there satellite imagery? You know what I'm saying? There's literally on Twitter right now, you go to the country on Twitter saying, we bombing them. We killing them all. We wiping them all out. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. We don't care. What's worse, a camp or a bomb on an entire nation? What's worse? You know what I mean? Oh, dang, you said 64p. Wow. Man, that TV got nothing there. So they always got to remind you, well, they were worse in the past. They were worse in the past. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Let me see what he said. Hitler said nobody with any deformity could not breathe. Yeah. I mean, you got that. You know what I'm saying? That was inevitable. Back then they didn't have the technology. Well, it ain't the technology, but there was aspects. I'm not saying Hitler was a good man or nothing. I'm just saying, man, you look at the past deeds and the past sins and you compare it to now, you can't tell me that Hitler beats anyone right now. You know what I'm saying? If you look at what Hitler's done compared to the current politicians of the world, wasn't there a country, I forget the country, where they were literally poisoning an entire state? You know what I'm saying? I forgot the country where, I don't know if it was Russia or Georgia, I forgot it, where they were literally poisoning their entire people. They just dropped a poison bomb. I forgot the name of it, You know what I mean? Think about that. You could look at the past dictators and say, damn, they're not as worse as the people now.
You know what I'm saying? They're not as worse as the people now by a long shot. By a long shot. You're like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Look at that, yeah, man. This, yeah. You saying the serum? You know, the serum is straight out of the Nazi camp. Well, I mean, one thing I say this, man. If Hitler was alive right now, Hitler would be goddamn. They surpassed me, man. They surpassed me. They've outdone me, man. I can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe they did better than me. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, politicians, 9/11, oh, they all Muslim. We could, because they're Muslim, we could kill them all. Who cares? 9/11. You know what I'm saying? 9/11. Who cares? Wipe them all out. Orange level orange. You know what I'm saying? Threat level orange and all that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hitler will be jealous. I mean, I don't know. Would Hitler be jealous? You know what I'm saying? He would be, but you know, to me, if you compare the sins of the politicians now and the global leaders now compared to the ones of the past, you're like, yo, the ones now have them beat, man. Have them beat, bro. There's more blood on Obama's hands. You know what I'm saying? There's more blood on Clinton, on how many people? You know what I mean? The blood is crazy. There's enough blood on today's politicians. Probably have enough blood on their hands to fill up a lake, an ocean. You know what I'm saying? It continues on. Yeah, the social media conditioning. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame social media, man. I blame the law. Once you've established the law, everything else is light work. It's light work. You got to look at the law as the foundation. Okay, we've made it illegal to be a father, illegal to have male authority in our country with how the voting structure is set up. The rest is easy. The rest we just autopilot, cruise control. The rest is cruise control. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, some people, you know, said Obama was the Antichrist, but I mean, you gotta think Bush got us in that recession and a war forever. You know what I mean? I think if people were to say politicians are the Antichrist, then you'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. You know, the amount of blood on a politician's hand today, it's insane. It's insane. And a lot of people hearing this think, oh man, hold the truth hostage is talking about the blood of war. No. What about the blood of babies being deleted? You know? Think about politicians that literally ran with, you should be able to delete a baby at any time you want. You should be able to delete a baby at any time you want. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people keep thinking about blood is in war. No, we should turn this community into a ghetto. You know what I'm saying? We should lock and imprison all these fathers to create extremely destructive, you know what I'm saying, male boys that don't know how to be men, that only know violence. You know what I'm saying? That only know violence is their manhood. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, you know? But man, this stream is, I gotta shut it down, but I'm gonna say this, man. You gotta think about, you gotta understand, you know, we're in the age of the full-time ghost, man. You can only cross the street. You can only invest your money in businesses, do what you can, and always invest in your mobility. You put your money towards your feet, man. You gotta be able to walk away. Walk away. And the thing is this, we're in a global world now. We're no longer in a domestic world. We've been out of that for decades. We're in a global world. You know what I'm saying? We're in a global world, man. The thing is, if you're not ghosting now, you're a full-time fool, man. That's it. You either a full-time ghost or a full-time fool, man. There is no in between, because everything you talk about is a lie. If you say, well, the laws are gonna change, how? When? The politicians have had over 300 years to solve the most basic issues. You know what I'm saying? What has been solved now? You know what I mean? What are you looking at that's solved? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. My brother, yeah, what has been solved? You can't invest in the politicians no more. You can't invest in your religion no more. You know what I'm saying? You can't invest in your nationalism. Once they see you're super nationalistic, they're gonna weaponize it. You know what I'm saying? Everything has been weaponized, man. Your religion's been weaponized. Your nationalism has been weaponized. Your politics has been weaponized. Let me see what Domi SP said. A poll is to find out what people think, not to change anything. God damn. Oh, that's deep. Well, I mean, the thing is this: less Americans are voting than ever before. You know what I'm saying? When Trump ran and Biden ran, you know, I know Conan 19 was a thing, but even when Hillary and Trump ran, less Americans than ever before. And in all honesty, the left actually made Trump more popular than he would have been either way. If the left would have just shut their mouth, let him run his presidency, and treat him with the same fairness as they treat any, because treat him with the respect that the American people voted for him, Trump would not be as big as he is today. Because if you remember Trump's inaugural reception, it wasn't that big. It wasn't that big. The left created a hysteria around Trump. You know what I'm saying? They created a hysteria. You know what I mean? And give me a minute. The left created a hysteria around Trump and literally made Trump bigger than he was. Because if you look at Trump's inaugural reception when he became the president, there wasn't that many people there, man. That was one joke, but they just kept pushing it. The left kept pushing. What happened when Trump won was this. Okay, a certain half of America voted for Trump. They were like, all right, we voted for our president won. That's it. But the left, which owns the majority of social media sites, they kept pushing the Americans that voted for Trump and made them literally, I forget that word, hysterical. It made them hysterical. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when you vote for a president, all right, Bush won the presidency. They made fun of him. They showed the good of Bush. They showed the bad of Bush. But with Trump, they went insane. And what happened is all the people that voted for Trump kept hearing, you were wrong, you're un-American, you were wrong, you were un-American. So they retaliated by being far louder, far more boisterous. You know what I'm saying? Start wearing the MAGA hat a lot more, because it's like I have a right as an American to vote for who I want to vote for. So the left made Trump's presidency hysterical and damn near, they made Trump like the Beatles. They made Trump the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Because separated, yeah, they separated because the narrative kept being pushed. And we don't know 100%. There was money involved, man. I don't trust anything from the media that I can't confirm 100%. If I can't do the 100% math, I don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? But the left kept pushing the people that voted for Trump, because usually when you vote for a president, you're like, all right, man, he's the president, man. Obama won. Yay, yay, good. Obama won. Now let's see what the hell he's going to do. That's it. But the left kept pushing all the Americans that voted for Trump to the point where you got to defend it. You got to defend you voted for Trump. You got to wear a hat. You know what I'm saying? You got to showcase why you voted for Trump and everything. They pushed a certain side of Americans to have to wear their vote, to say we're Americans and we have the right to vote for whoever we want to vote for. So it made all the people that voted for Trump hysterical. Because where was this MAGA energy for President Bush? It wasn't there. When Bush won, it just got quiet. All right, he won, he got another term, whatever. They'll make fun of him here and there, But they were making fun of the president. They were making fun of the people that voted for Bush as much. But they made Trump like a godlike figure, man. They made Trump, you know what I'm saying? The amount of press Trump kept getting, and it kept forcing a lot of Americans that voted for him to defend him. Because all them people that were wearing MAGA hats, they weren't racist and, you know what I'm saying, right wing. No, they were defending their right as Americans to vote. You know what I'm saying? They were saying, yo, we could vote for who the hell we want to vote for, man. We're tired of all the TV stations, every network we watch just telling us y'all should have never voted. Y'all don't have the right to vote. Y'all don't have the right to make anything. We're tired of you trying to dictate our vote. That's why I made people more connected to Trump than ever before, man. Because they were looking at their right as Americans being antagonized and attacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, old day. They made a big deal about your Trump picture and your yeah. Well, I mean, the reason I got Trump on my banner is that it's to on my channel, it was to basically say I cover politics as well. You know, I cover politics. You know what I mean? I cover video games. You know what I'm saying? It was basically to showcase that I talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got Trump on my channel. Trump was the current president when I launched my channel. So I was like, all right, let me have Trump on there, man, because he's the current president. It wouldn't look right to have Obama on my channel when I'm starting it off to be current, to be current. And now it's stuck there. I'm not gonna make another one. So, Trump is on the banner because I'm like, yo, I cover politics, video games, sports, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to me, man, we're at the point as Americans right now with this war and everything going on, is we're literally watching. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. It's freedom of speech. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's freedom of speech, man. You're free to vote for whoever you want to vote for. It's your right as an American. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to once we become antagonistic for who you voted for, then I mean we're not seeking to be Americans. We're seeking to be dictators. You know what I'm saying? Dictator. I wouldn't dictate what anybody. If you voted for Hillary or I don't give a damn. I don't care who the hell you voted for. You know what I mean? It's your right as an American. But at the end of the day, man, we all know the game, man. You know, and what we're watching in front of our eyes, Gen Alpha, man, you gotta think about it. I'm a millennial. Think about it. Think about this, bro. Everybody watching, because I'm about to end it soon, but think about this. Us millennials, man, after the war in Iraq, a whole new generation, a whole new subculture popped up called the hipsters. The hipsters, So what's going to happen after this war? You know, if the hipsters are that engraved in the past, what will be the next generation of people, man? What will be the aftermath of this war, Conan 19? Me personally, looking at the metrics, I think we're heading for a silent generation. I think when it comes to politics and all that stuff, I think we're going to have a generation that's just silent, you know? Or what the homie, oh, the Conansters, oh, the hell you out, man. The Conansters, the Conan 19, yeah. So I think, man, the next generation's going to be potentially just silent, man. You know, I think we're heading away because the hipsters didn't give up the internet. I think the next generation is going to step away from the internet. Even I myself am stepping away from the internet. You know, I'm more finding some ways to laugh and joke with some people, probably troll a little, but other than that, I'm like, I don't look forward to anything, man. I can't watch I can't watch wrestling like I used to because wrestling's become bitch made. You can't watch movies like you used to. Movies have become bitch made. You can't play video games like you used to because they become bitch made. I mean, look at Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, a game. Think about Mortal Kombat, a game where they pull people's spines and kill people. They're telling you you're sexist. A game that's about pulling people's spines out of their body is telling you you're sexist. They're telling you you're not well behaved and you're not modern. A game about pulling the spines and beating people to death. That's telling you that you're not behaving right. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at Mortal Kombat. All the women look like some Cabbage Patch Kids. Their faces look swollen. Their faces look swollen as hell. Oh. You know what I mean? Their faces look mad swollen on Mortal Kombat. Like all the women in Mortal Kombat look like they're having an allergic reaction. But they draw the men's faces all symmetrical. You know, jawline is perfect and all that. Because you're not allowed as a straight man to watch anything. To have the straight male gaze is illegal. It's not legal to have the straight male gaze. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a YouTuber tell me, well, back in the day and today, a lot of gamers are obsessed because they're sexist. Yeah, so you're telling me as a male, a heterosexual male, I'm sexist, yet you have a whole game, Mortal Kombat, where the men are mostly naked. The men are mostly naked, wearing no shirts, you know what I'm saying? Making them look like they sweat and all that. They're in perfect shape. They're asymmetrical. Then you look at the female roster and they're all built like they got stung by a bee. They got some fucking crawfish allergies and it's horrible. No boob physics, no breast physics, man. No breast physics, but all the male physics work. This is why I think pop culture's dying. I think we're all gonna become hipsters. You're either a part-time hipster or a full-time hipster. A lot of people are becoming hipsters. Like when I think of movies, I think about the past. I don't look towards the present. Even fucking Optimus Prime is telling you you're sexist. I gotta see if I could do the Optimus voice, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Optimus Prime. And if you're watching this movie and you're looking for a sexy, attractive woman such as Megan Fox, you are nothing more than a sexist pig. For I am your leader, Optimus Prime. And if you are watching this movie seeking to find a sexual woman such as Megan Fox that was in the original Transformers, you are nothing more than a sexist male chauvinist, for I am Optimus Prime. Come on, man. Fucking Optimus Prime is telling you you're a sexist. You know what I mean? Optimus Prime is telling you you're a sexist, chauvinist pig, man. You have come to this movie looking for me, Optimus Prime, to save an attractive woman. You are severely wrong, for we Autobots are not sexist. We Autobots believe in equality, gender equality, for I am Optimus Prime. I shall not stand. You know what I'm saying? You're watching the Transformers and you're rooting for Megatron. You're like, yo, Megatron, man, kill this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Megatron, blow it all up, man. Blow it all up, because Optimus Prime is talking some bullshit right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Forget the Autobots, man. I'm a Decepticon. You have become a Decepticon just because you are a sexist, chauvinist animal. All you men are sexist, misogynistic, for I am Optimus Prime. leader of the Autobots, and I shall not save a man who seeks to see a beautiful woman on the movie, for I am Optimus Prime. It is not our objective as Autobots to save a man, a toxic masculine man who seeks to find joy and the beauty of a woman, for I am Optimus Prime. You sexist men have been warned. I, Optimus Prime, will not hesitate to pull out a plasma cannon and blast your sexist ass all the way to hell where you belong, you heterosexual, sexist, chauvinist piece of garbage. For I, Optimus Prime, have spoken. Oh, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody listening to this will be, you know what? You know what, hold the truth hostage? I could see that happening on a movie. I could see it. I could see it, man. You know what I mean? I don't think this is fiction. I don't think this is even a joke or a parody. You know what I'm saying? You know, before I close out, you even saw what they did to Master Splinter, man. They turned Master Splinter and the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into garbage. They've been messing up Master Splinter for years, man. You know what I'm saying? Master Splinter adopted those turtles and provided a masculine leadership, discipline. My sons. You try to do that voice. I mean, I ain't drink no water. My sons, you must learn to protect your brothers. Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, you must come together, my sons. Only then can you defeat the Shredder. For my master, Orokusaki, I used to be in my cage, my sons. I would train as my master, Orokusaki. Come on, man. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's sad, man. It's horrible that we got all this cool technology, all these great graphics. Think about it. All these great graphics and all this CGI, all this awesome tech, and we get shit, man. We get nothing cool anymore, man. You can't even watch Transformers without Optimus Prime telling you you're a sexist, chauvinistic bastard. You should be locked up in a closet, put in a steel cage. Come on, man. But you know, this has been Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. You know, thank you for watching this stream, even though StreamYard canceled the first one, you know. But have a good one and peace. You know.
They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces